The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from...
I don't think it's necessary. It is. That's how you do it? Yes, sir.
Got a distinct.
The shoe tie-in.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary. It is. That's how you do it? Yes, sir. Terry with the shoe tie-in. Terry here. I don't think it's necessary. It is. That's how you do it? Yes, sir. Terry with the shoe tie-in. Terry here. Terry.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Even AFAs don't do that shit. Trip
Let's go, boy, bring it.
Just make niggas tired. What Cody talking about? Oh, actually, I didn't even know I want to do this. Okay, fuck it. Oh shit. Okay.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Ka'imi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, but it'll be second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again here, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Come on. Check. Check 55. Alert. Check 59.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They keep it with Miller on first down. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Watson. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. It was looking that time for Stills.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Go, go. 51. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Henry.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Safe. Hey, easy. Run 80. Bravo. Deuce. Left. 12.
To throw, Rivers. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And all the way down to the 42. A big-time play there for the Texans. 47 yards. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
We're in 52. Watch 52. 52 is the mic. Watch one. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? Alert. Rush in. Check 99.
Lamar Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 49. Wild Bill.
Back to throw, Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Check. Lucky. Check 26. Big dash.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he finds his target, Fuller. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kill. Check 4. Shit. Whip. Watch the whip. Check safety. Switch 31. Switch line him up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, Charlie. Behind.
Rivers to throw it. Caught by Allen. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And this one's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 13. Check 43. 49.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You. 26. 36. Check 15. Check 50.
Watson throwing again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Kill. 58, boys. 58. Mike. Silver.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Watson dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch. Check it back. Under 10. 10.
Here's Watson. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Watch QB drop. Switch.
A first down carry now for Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line. Jump. Check. Watch twist. Slam. Check. Post it.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watson on third down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Tight, cluster.
Out of his end zone, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Watson on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Set, 19. Check 52. All day. Patch it. Check 24. Cross.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Open man, the tight end fells. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Watch out.
3rd and 2, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
180. Red Delta.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 51.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Reset. 19. To the pass. Watch the run. And a block.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check.
the gun on third. Watson. And he finds Stills. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills. And the
that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Jonathan Joseph will get the credit for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On the return, Carter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson, he's got his tight end. It's Fells. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big. I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a third down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.
Yo. They gonna play the Seahawks. Some of these niggas, man.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Give me that.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Babe, it's hot in here. Jeremy? No, okay.
Blue 15. Come on, D. Good guys, 4 down, 4 down. Got it. Go. You guys, listen. Nice.
Now Wilson on first down.
He give us that.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly.
I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about over the other day, because when I went by there, he went to help. It's either tomorrow or I don't know.
Earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You can let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Following the interception here, Rivers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
No, man, I ain't doing that shit. You do that shit the whole game. It ain't the fact that it's hard to do.
The run by Gordon. Here's first and 10.
This shit pissed me off.
Here's Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back around the 30. Sacked there by JGnavy056's.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Going for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
I try to get that bitch right away. Shit.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I couldn't hike that bitch.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing is Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's got room. The 20, 10, and this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that.
Man, I don't even use that term. Look at that pros. They YouTube, and I got the shit.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
I usually
that's fielded in the end zone.
That little top 100 because they really be taking the field.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
I know what you're talking about,
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, but thank you, Mr. Sports. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
He won't play.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
I like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well on the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here.
I don't care what
That
you
looked like
run. I
an
mean, if you
ill-advised
running
throw to
something
me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just
you
didn't look right
running
from the
something
beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They go play action here on first down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
You got to be tied to the damn game.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I'm like, I got too much going on for me to just be handling
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
He's just starting to get annoying, bro.
Yeah. I realize
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I play people that's like really, really good. I play them for free. I don't waste my time playing somebody sorry though. But like, I'm wasting all this time playing for free. I'm really winning.
This is Carson.
Y'all gotta get there, man.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And once you learn, he does use it like Julio.
Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7.
Nigga, he plays 6'2", 225. You ought to be biting every corner.
He had a good season, though.
Yeah,
he had a nice rookie season, for real.
He had a great season for a rookie.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Yeah, then we just got Greg Olsen.
This one taken just inside the 10.
You a Seahawks fan?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I can't even use the niggas. I want to use Colts. Them niggas so disappointing, bro.
Man, they ain't got them like they should be, though. They ought to be a little bit better than
yeah, I will say that.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
You do that shit back then, boy, you just snap the ball and just take off.
Yeah, you couldn't make no adjustments. There wasn't too many audibles to make back then. Now it's just too much.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by Hollister. And
the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams.
Whoa.
And it's
I knew it wasn't going to be a success.
He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rivers.
My ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And so
Get that nigga, man.
the rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Good. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check Mike. Slam.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Greedy, bro. You should have gave this shit down.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
No, I want to.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This one taken from the 7. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? There'll be a fly on the wall for this one.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
He got shit, but speed. Breed ain't got nothing.
Yeah, he got that jukebox, man.
Oh, he don't. Breed ain't got nothing.
That nigga be killing me in leagues. I be like, God damn, this.
Oh yeah, I about to say, nah, he ain't got no superstar ability or nothing. Now his juking is high, but he ain't got no ability.
That nigga be killing me in league.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You want to make me so bad, bro. I want to take it too.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Gordon on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
And
that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Dude, I'm be greedy. I'll take it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. Got Gordon open, completes it. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Single.
First and 10 at the
left. 52 right here. Come up the ball.
Now Wilson on first down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Gets it to Gordon.
There you go.
And they can't bring it down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football. I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. A first down throw here for Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
That's how you know my plays before I even run them bitches. I ain't never played nigga like that.
Throwing, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Allen, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check 24, check 24. Look for signals.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
I'll be pissed off. This nigga going crazy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's you with the Russell Wilson background?
Yeah. When is it?
Following the interception here, Rivers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
You can't even run the ball when you want to. Kind of avoid him.
Brings the boom on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rivers to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's
correct.
correct.
This nigga ran the ball every time and smoked.
Oh, yeah.
I was the Bears, but it was like the cheesiest run shot.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, right? And maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And a very short pick up there across the 15 to the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
But you gotta see niggas do 4 niggas at the same time.
And they'll do it back to back.
Yeah. Like, come on.
So in Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 4th down. Here's Wilson.
Come on, man.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he'll lose yardage back at the 47.
Hell no.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Wilson wants to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Dang. Well, that's it for me.